Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to take you through argument of a complex number, where complex number is given in this form. So we have a plus ib, where a and b, this belong to an integer, so where they can be positive or negative. So on plotting, just as we have our Cartesian plane, where this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. So in a complex number, this is your rear axis and this is your imaginary axis, and this is given by a and this is b, and so the coordinates will be given just as we have x and y. So our coordinate in this will be a and b, and it should be like that. Let's have an example and try to plot. So we have example 1 will be given as 2 plus 2i. So our first two will be a and this will be our b. So the coordinate will be a and b, so this will be 2 and 2. So let's plot that. We have real axis a and this is imaginary axis b. This will be 2, 2, negative 2 and negative 2. 2, 2, it is somewhere here, and that means that your point is there. Yeah, and it should be like that. Let's have another example where we have 2i minus 3. So in this form we have to rearrange this form to avoid confusion in a form of a plus ib, where we have negative 3 plus 2i, and negative 3 is your a and this is your b. So coordinates will be given as negative 3 and 2. So now you can plot that. So we have our rear axis where it is a, and here it is imaginary axis where this one is b. So we have negative 3 and we have 2 and negative 3. So negative 3 on our rear axis, where is a and 2, so it is somewhere here. Yeah, like that. So with that, now let us come and understand principal arguments, where principal argument is given between negative 180 degrees to 180 degrees, and our theta is equals to tan inverse absolute of b and a. And other arguments, we have other arguments given as theta plus 2 pi k, where k belong to an integer. So you can use negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, but I used to prefer negative 1 and 0 and 1 because this will give you the negative side and the positive side. So let's have an example, and our first example will be z is equals to negative 3i minus 3. So rearrange this form into a form of a plus ib. So it will be negative 3 minus negative 3i, and your coordinate now become negative 3 and negative 3. So plotting this would be, we have 3, we have -3 and we have -3. It is on this side, so -3 is somewhere there. So our theta, now we can have our theta. Our theta is given by tan inverse absolute of b and a, and this is negative. This is tan inverse. Theta is equal to tan inverse -3, and this give you 1, and tan inverse of 1 is equals to 45 degrees. So we can have other arguments given by theta plus 2 pi k. So we said that we shall use k is equals to -1, 0 and 1. Let's find our argument, our angle when k is equals to -1. So that means it is theta plus 2k times -1, and this gives you 45 degrees. Since our theta is equals to 45 degrees, so it will be 45 degrees plus -2 pi, and our pi is equals to 360, since 1 pi is equals to 190 degrees, plus 2 pi will be cross multiply, and this gives you 2 pi times 180 degrees divided by pi. So pi goes, and we have 360 degrees. So when k is equals to -1, we have 45 degrees minus 360, and give you -315 degrees. Let's see when k is equals to 0. When k is equals to 0, we have theta plus 2 pi and 0. So if you multiply this with this one, this will be 0. So we have just our theta, and our theta is 45 degrees. So let's calculate when k is equals to 1. Sorry. So when k is equals to 1, we have theta plus 2 pi k. So we have pi plus 2. We have theta plus 2 pi times 1, and this give you 45 degrees plus 2 pi, and 2 pi is equals to 360. So we have this plus this one, and this give you 45 degrees. And so remember our argument is given by -190 degrees to 190 degrees. That means that our angle, our theta will be, we have that one and this one. That means that, so we have to determine which angle is in between this -190 degrees to 190, and it is this one, 45. So our principal argument is 45 degrees, and that is how it should be done. If you have liked my video, please subscribe. Thank you once again.